All right, Brave Nation, get ready for your next historic battle. This one, 3 5-minute rounds in the super lightweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 10 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 178 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 75.1 kilograms. Representing KHK MMA out of the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain by way of Cairo, Egypt. Give it up for Ahmed, the Butcher Amir. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 2 wins and 4 losses. He stands 188 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 74.8 kilograms. Representing Warriors Thai Boxing and SBG Dublin and fighting out of Dublin, Ireland. Give it up for Cian, the Warrior Cowley. Your referee is Decky Larkin.
And you can even see just how much healthier Cian Cowley looks competing at super lightweight as opposed to lightweight. Cian Cowley, of course, one of the greatest exponents of the leg kick in mixed martial arts. Needs to employ a little bit of lateral movement. As we've seen in previous fights, that Muay Thai style of just moving forward and back hasn't been his best friend. And there you see Ahmed Amir getting in with the double underhooks, looking for that trip. Of course, Ahmed Amir has 7 wins by submission in his mixed martial arts career. 5 finishes coming in the very first round, comprising of 2 KOs and 3 submissions. A very savvy grappler, Kirik.
Phil, I want to remind Brave Nation, the Butcher has been here since the very beginning. He actually got a win at Brave Combat Federation 1. He's doing a pretty good job of working himself into position to get a win at Brave 41. He's got a back body lock. He's got a hook in.
And not only is he a former Egyptian national BJJ champion, he's also a former Egyptian national wrestling and boxing champion, showing just how well-rounded he is. Cian Cowley right now doing everything he can to defend the offensive wrestling and grappling of Ahmed Amir. Just trying to unhook those wrists. But potentially we could see Ahmed Amir jump round the body and get that second hook in if Cian Cowley can't create a little bit of distance.
Phil, the Butcher has that leg laced around the outside. It's actually not easy to throw from that position, particularly with the cage there. He's released it, maybe due to fatigue, trying to sink his hips and suplex.
Momentarily gets the takedown, but Cian Cowley pops right back up, showing the work he's been putting in with Coach John Kavanagh.
Phil, this is exactly what Cian Cowley needs, is anti-wrestling. He knows he's going to win from the outside. He's got to be able to avoid not being taken down, and so far he's done a great job of it.
Of course, the striking credentials of Cian Cowley are undisputed, unmistakable. A multiple-time Irish Muay Thai and kickboxing champion, a former Irish Cage Kings Cage Muay Thai champion, so we know how devastating he can be on the feet. But in order to do that, in order to show his skill set, he needs a little bit of separation here from Ahmed Amir.
I agree. As I said in the pre-show, Phil, what we're looking at is a Ferrari, but it's a Ferrari who's being sucked into the MMA mud just a little bit.
And Ahmed Amir is such an intelligent fighter, having trained previously at SBG Ireland, now training at KHK. His game is coming on leaps and bounds, and he has that pool of knowledge from someone like Eldar Eldarov to draw from.
Want to say, Phil, I'm impressed by the striking that the Butcher is employing right now. He's not just trying to wrestle.
Oh, those are devastating elbows to the body.
Those elbows to the kidneys hurt, and they can actually pop a rib if the opponent isn't ready for it.
But you have to give, and I hope I don't throw the commentator's curse on here, but you have to give credit to Cian Cowley for not being taken down and not being held down at this stage of the fight.
Big credit, Phil. Big credit. He has not been taken down to the ground successfully, and that's a key to him winning this bout.
Right now he needs to do everything he can to try and turn in towards Ahmed Amir. Try and either sit through or turn in and establish his own kind of underhook. because in this may look like a stalling position, but right now the more offensive work is being done by Ahmed Amir, who's landing big strikes against the cage.
Phil, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but I saw something I don't think I've ever seen before. Ahmed Amir threw an uppercut from underneath his opponent's leg. And that could have been a first for me.
That is great work from Cian Cowley to turn in towards his opponent. May try and fight the underhook game right now, but you can see he has an overhook on his right side. May try and clamp down on that to elevate his opponent. Ahmed Amir trying to get in on that double leg, switches to the single as the double was denied by the wrestling defense of Cian Cowley.
Excellent head positioning by Ahmed Amir here. That head positioning is crucial. That giraffe fighting to see who controls whose head is vital up against the cage. You control the head, you control the hips.
And now less than 40 seconds left in this first round of a very interesting but somewhat slow-paced bout in the super lightweight division. Ahmed Amir perhaps implementing the game plan of trying to drain his opponent, take him into the later rounds, try and exhaust him a little bit with that heavy grappling.
He is indeed, Phil, but I don't think he's playing a blanket game at all. I think he's thrown some nice strikes.
Oh, Cian Cowley does a great job to get up, and there we see that leg kicking game from Cian Cowley.
10 seconds to go, Phil. This is exactly where Cian wants to be.
And I couldn't tell if that was the 10-second clap or if that was just Cian Cowley landing a leg kick, Carrick.
Ho!
Oh, look at the stare down there from Cian Cowley. Almost disdainful at the fact that Ahmed Amir had grappled him to that extent, but very smart offensive grappling from Ahmed Amir to close the distance, to hold Cian Cowley where he wanted him. And there we see Cian Cowley moving back a little bit, but then catching himself up to speed a little bit and moving out laterally.
There's that uppercut.
As you say, from underneath the leg, he throws that uppercut.
Once again, huge credit to Ahmed Amir here. He is no blanket. He's using his wrestling to try to set up damaging shots. And let me tell you, those elbows to the ribs, some of those shots to the head, at least one of those knees to the legs, they are causing damage. These are not pity pats.
And what we need to see in the second round is the evolution of Cian Cowley. We need to see, has he developed into a mixed martial artist, not just a decorated kickboxer, a decorated Muay Thai practitioner who's competing in mixed martial arts?
Phil, in the first round, he moved straight back from his opponent, ended up getting tied up, and that was the story of that round. What we need to see here is some circular footwork.
Both these men biting at the bit to get going. Cian Cowley quite literally carries, figuratively and literally, Ireland on his back. So much expectation placed upon this young man. And you can see he's implementing a little bit more of that lateral movement.
The Butcher showing he's happy to stand and trade too.
He did say he wanted to test out his striking a little bit. Does just enough striking.
Now he's in, hands are together, Phil. Ordinarily, that means a takedown is imminent. However, Cian Cowley is showing an awesome, developed anti-wrestling game.
He's trying to do everything he can to try and bring that level of Ahmed Amir up, thus defending the takedown. Splitting his base well is Cian Cowley, but Ahmed Amir is like a dog with a bone. Cian Cowley has established an underhook. Ahmed Amir maybe getting the double here. That's a big takedown. Lands in the side control position. This is big for Ahmed Amir.
Cian Cowley is perfectly calm here. He's going to try and move his back up against the cage. And then he's going to try and pop back up to standing. It's not going to be easy, but there he goes.
And here we see that's good work from Cian Cowley to get to his feet, but Ahmed Amir again taking the back in that position, trying to sneak a hook round. Cian trying to break that wrist grip from Ahmed Amir.
Ahmed Amir thudding with those knees to the thigh. Tried to get in one to the head.
Cian Cowley trying to go 2-on-1 on that wrist. May try and sneak that elbow in and spin round towards his opponent. Almost in a quasi-arm drag position. Creating a little bit of space there. You can see he's trying to sneak that elbow in. Needs to turn in towards his opponent if he can.
He's halfway there now. He's very smartly got his hips pushed up against the cage so his opponent can't get fully behind him. Hand fighting like a demon. That grip is broken.
That's great strength from Cian Cowley breaking that grip. But Ahmed Amir relentless with the positioning, with the Good level change there from Ahmed
Hands are
Amir.
not together. Watch those hands. Watch the butcher's hands behind Cian Cowley's hips. If they come together, it's a bad sign. If they stay separated, it's a sign that Cian Cowley has hugely developed his anti-wrestling skills.
Halfway through the second round, and it's really been all about the shutdown work of Ahmed Amir, taking away the offensive tools of Cian Cowley in this fight so far, Carrick.
He has indeed, but I have to say I'm impressed by the tools that Cian Cowley has developed. He is not getting taken down.
Ahmed Amir in on a single leg, a cheeky little fence grab there from Cian Cowley.
That was a little payback. There was a little fence grab on the other side to add some power to those shots.
Again, solid wrist control from
Ooh.
Cian Cowley, and pops a beautiful
knee in the
knee
middle.
and creates the distance.
Cian Cowley believes he may have been poked in the eye. Decky Larkin didn't see it. I'm going to go with Decky on that one.
And this is exactly where Cian wants the fight to be. Beautiful step-in knee. I'll take a little bit of the wind out of the sails of Ahmed Amir, breathing a tiny bit heavy after that.
There's that Ferrari of striking.
Ahmed in on a single. We have seen, oh, that's a nice elbow. We have seen Ahmed Amir gas a little bit as the fight goes into the third round. The Sam Patterson fight being evidence of that.
Absolutely, trying to get a single, trying to get a double, trying to get a high crotch
It's
is
exhausting, yeah,
It's
without
exhausting
a shadow
work.
of a doubt. Indeed, Carrick, indeed.
Your head is stuffed over and down. You can't breathe properly, and it takes an awful lot of movement. You're trying to move dynamically. You're trying to actually move your muscles, and that's much tougher than static movement, where you're only trying to hold everything firmly.
Cian Cowley trying to use that shoulder bump to create a little bit of distance, and if he can sneak out to his right side, circle off to his right side, he could be out of the grappling realm of Ahmed Amir.
Cian Cowley switching those hips, trying to see if he can find a way out, and it looks like he may have found it.
Does well to dig in for an underhook. Trying to dig in on that left side for the underhook to get a little bit of positional control again to bring up that level of Ahmed Amir. But Ahmed Amir again, so savvy, so close, so smothering with that effective wrestling for MMA. Closing stances off the round, and it's very much followed the blueprint, the same kind of blueprint as it has in round one, Carrick.
It has indeed, Phil. All right, Phil, not the explosive exchange of techniques that every fight fan hopes for, but I think it is a very, very intelligent fight.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah.
Both fighters are doing exactly what they should do. Cian's trying to stop from getting taken down so he can strike. Ahmed Amir's trying to take him down. And that's what we see right here. Phil, walk Brave Nation through this replay.
Ahmed Amir is doing exactly what he needs to do against a dangerous knockout artist like Cian Cowley. He's smothering him. He's not giving him enough space to get his strikes off. He's he's fighting a little bit at range, using his strikes to close that distance, create the clinch, and then he's forcing Cian Cowley to fight against the cage. Now, what's going to be interesting for me, as I said, is the fact that this fight has gone into the third round. This fight is going to be tiring for everybody. But I think, as we've seen perhaps in previous fights, Ahmed Amir has struggled a little bit the deeper the fight goes. Can Cian take advantage of that? Can he fight at distance? Can he get those strikes off? Only time will tell. Third round, let's have it.
Phil, are we in agreement that this is 2018 right now?
I think that's fair, Carrick.
I think it is. And so what Cian Cowley is looking for here is a knockout or submission stoppage. He's looking to end this fight this round.
Third and final round of what I would call more of a chess match of mixed martial arts. Cian definitely needs to start the quicker, be a little bit more aggressive, and put the pressure on Ahmed Amir. There's one of those beautiful leg kicks.
If Ahmed Amir drives in, I want to see Cian Cowley circle out.
Almost Anderson Silva-esque wushu hand movement there. I think the team of Ahmed Amir are anticipating the kicking game. Nice front kick. Just landed close.
Cowley coming on just a little bit.
Peter Quayle, mixed martial arts, Irish royalty, calling for Cian Cowley to put the pressure and move forward on Ahmed Amir. Cian trying to cut off angles. It's almost like Cian's waiting for a counter strike. You can see that he has something. He's almost waiting for the charge of Ahmed Amir and perhaps trying to catch him with a counter hook.
He is, and as you alluded to, Amir may have been a little bit gassed after the second round. He may be waiting to get his second win.
I'm not shooting because he's tired. Go, go, go. Damage here.
Cian Cowley really needs to turn this fight up a little bit, start landing, start putting Ahmed Amir under pressure, just see what that gas tank is made out of.
Cian Cowley's coach reads the Butcher as being gassed at this point. He wants a more aggressive striking attack.
Ahmed Amir grabs the single leg off the attempted knee to the body from Cian Cowley, and this is exactly where Ahmed Amir wants the fight to be. Can Cian Cowley illustrate enough defensive wrestling to get himself out of this position? Or will he be bound by the fact that there's only 3 minutes left in the third and final round?
I feel he's done a tremendous job of not being taken down to the mat significantly, but he unfortunately hasn't yet shown an ability to get his back off that fence and circle out.
As we said at the beginning of this round, Cian Cowley essentially needs a finish to be victorious in this fight.
And he's not going to get that finish from the inside. He needs distance.
And Ahmed Amir is acutely aware of that, so he's happy to maintain this kind of a fight, to this smothering, grinding, kind of take the pace of the fight way down.
Absolutely, Phil. And in his defense, he is throwing some shots in, as we saw right there. It was a cool little left hook. Went in on the hips, popped up, threw a hook, right back on the hips again.
Ahmed Amir has the hands connected, maybe looking for a high crotch single. Coming up to 2 minutes left in this final round. Can Cian Cowley do something to spark it into life?
That's what he needs. That's what he needs. Now he circles out. Huge credit to Ahmed Amir for not taking that for a split second. Was right in on those hips.
There we're seeing Cian Cowley be a little bit more aggressive. Nice sprawl from Cian Cowley. At this stage of the fight, can you see Cian Cowley attempting a darce here?
Cowley's got 100 seconds to finish this fight.
What a feather in the cap this would be if he can connect his hand to his bicep.
The hands are getting close.
If Cian Cowley were to win by submission, what a turn up for the books this would be. He's got that grip on heavy. Needs to hook the leg of Ahmed Amir. Cian Cowley showing he's offensive with the grappling as well.
Ahmed Amir has to keep looking forward. If he allows his head to be collapsed down and looks back.
But those long limbs of Cian Cowley are creeping ever closer.
Darce was released, but that was very interesting.
The corner of Cian Cowley, we're asking him to stand up.
Cian Cowley's got 1 minute now.
Really is do or die right now for Cian Cowley, but Ahmed Amir shutting him down right now. And barring that momentary scare with the Darce choke, Ahmed Amir could be on the way to a decision victory here. Ahmed Amir just peppering him with those knees, just enough activity to prevent Dickie Larkin from breaking them up.
He has very adroitly throughout this entire fight not simply tried to wrestle, he's mixed in effective strikes with his grappling. 10 seconds now.
I think it's fair to say that that was what you call a frustrating fight for Cian Cowley.
That was a frustrating 30-27 loss for Cian Cowley. That said, I am very impressed by Cian Cowley's evolution here, by his development. It was not possible to take him down on the ground and hold him there. However, he as yet does not have the ability to get his back off the fence, keep space behind his back, and land the strikes that I know he wanted to throw.
But Ahmed Amir showing that you need to be well-rounded in every aspect of mixed martial arts. Gone are the days of being a singular specialist in a particular discipline, Carrick. You need to be well-versed in every single aspect of the sport to prosper.
Absolutely, and Ahmed Amir, although he didn't attempt any submissions. If he was not very familiar with the ins and outs of that Darce choke, it could have put him to sleep. Decky Larkin's team is now gathering up the judges' scores. There's a scorecard runner. That runner is gathering the judges' scores, writing them onto the master sheet. That master sheet has to get checked. Then it has to get handed by the roaring lion of Brave Combat Federation. And then he'll make it official. I do believe we know who won this one, Brave Nation. And we're short moments away from it being announced because Carlos Kramer is in the house.
All right, Brave Nation, another classic battle in the Brave 41 cage. After 3 rounds, we go the judges' scorecards, and we have one judge scoring the bout at 29-28. The other 2 judges scoring the bout at 30-27. For your winner, by unanimous decision, out of the blue corner, Ahmed the Butcher